go again. There we go. All right. So everybody but Chris here tonight, though she may join us in the chat later on. She is working as she is rescheduled dogs because of, stuff happens.
We
Okay.
are live in Pet Groomer Town Hall.
Awesome. Very good. Hey, Tommy. All right, so we're going to talk about branding, and there's so much that goes into branding. There's like so many little bits and pieces of it. So we're going to start off like with one segment and kind of move and see where we are in a half hour because this may very well be at least a two-parter. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about branding is that if you don't set your branding, it gets set for you. All right. So it's better to like take the bull by the horns and make some decisions regarding what your brand is. And like I said, brand is a lot of things. It isn't just your logo or what colors. There's a lot that goes into branding. Right? And the first thing is that, and I think this part gets left out sometimes, is that know who your clients are. No, better yet, know which clients you want. All right. And those are the ones you want to attract because you know what? You're not for everybody. You don't want everybody. And what makes a really good client for me may make a poor client for Angie.
Mhm.
So when I was mobile, there were things that were important to me in a client. Okay. First of all, they had to want to talk to me. All right. So I was very much the type of mobile groomer that, you know what, I would sit down at your kitchen table and we would have a cup of coffee and we would chit chat. All right. I like that about some of my clients. I didn't do that for all of them, but that was something important for me. Right. I also wanted clients whose pets they were not a second thought. They were actual, they referred to them as part of the family. So they were their dog parents, their cat parents. Right. And that could be a distinction as well. Right. I had they viewed me, all right, yes, as the service provider, but the service provider for their dog. They were simply paying me, all right. I was there and I was there to do whatever needed to be done for their pet. Their job was simply to write the check. Does that make sense, Angie?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So those were some of the things that were really important to me. All right. I also wanted clients who would then respond by text. Right. I also wanted well-trained clients. And mobile, what was important to me was like, especially fall and winter, right? A lot of steep driveways where I was at. Okay. I wanted them to automatically, the morning of their appointment, go, oh, I have to send Mary a picture of my driveway so she knows what she's dealing with. Not that I even had to ask that anymore. That they would simply do that because that was a requirement that I had wanted for it. So it's all these little things. Okay. So Angie, tell me about what your clients are. What is it you want in a client?
I want somebody that will keep a regular schedule. I want someone that will book for the entire year so that they have their entire year mapped out ahead of time. I want someone who views their dogs or cat or bunny's groom as a spa day. And whatever is necessary is whatever is necessary. So this time I charge by the hour. It's all inclusive. It's all the things. Whatever that pet gets is needs is whatever that pet gets. So this time we need okay, he was really, really dirty. So we needed two baths. And he needed PEC instead of pH balance. And he needed this, that, and the other thing. So if it's more time and more product and more whatever, the cost may be more. And they're just like, man, spa day, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm going to address Angie and then the question or the comment that we have. All right. So for Angie, it was important for her clients to book it a year in advance. Not want that client. All right. For me, flexibility was really important. Yes, they were going to get an appointment in 6 weeks or 4 weeks or whenever they were due, but they were not getting their appointments until about 2 weeks before because I may want to move stuff around. So I wanted clients that were flexible, okay, and on top of it, flexible amongst themselves. All right, I would have client A say, "Hey, listen, I got a problem. I can't make Wednesday's appointments. Can I switch?" And then I would call somebody, say on Saturday, and say, "Hey, my client on Wednesday can't make it. Can you switch with them?" And they'd be like, "Okay," because what goes around comes around. So
Yeah.
for me, that client that was really very flexible was also very important. So the comment is, it's not nice to say, but you have to train your clients. Yeah, you know what? You do because, and maybe training is the wrong word to use. Maybe the word that we're really using is that to enforce and respect the the policies and procedures of our business. Okay, Denise, what's important to you in a client?
To respect our time, and sorry, trying to find words. To respect our time and appreciate the knowledge that we have and take that in. Because in our areas, we have a lot of, it's getting better as far as professionalism, but we were one of the first salons that were a salon that had the professional side to it and the educational side to it. So we like people who are receptive to listening to us, and heeding our advice and working with us. Those were always my really big ones. Obviously on a schedule, but sometimes those schedules have to get a little skewed because of the dog's needs too. So we also like to try and work with the clients a little bit, have a little bit of leadway, but really it was respecting our knowledge and our professionalism that we have to offer. Those are my biggest things that I wanted to do.
Okay, and so when we set our branding and our marketing, we're looking at specific people that we want to attract to our business. Okay, so for Angie, all right, so her clients are those who are going to view her pets as for a spa day, all right, and how you market that is going to be different from the person. Is that you don't want the shop hoppers, you don't want someone coming in and their priority is price. So when
Not my
you're
client.
so when Angie is marketing, she's not going to say, "Hey, reasonable prices in there." 'Cause she doesn't want people to come in because she's reasonably priced. She wants people to come to her because she is offering a spa day. And you think about yourself when you walk into facilities or the services you use. What is your criteria for using somebody? When I needed a plumber, I wasn't. I would go through the list there, and I would, look at the price points. I didn't want the cheapest plumber. Really didn't want the most expensive plumber either. But I was not didn't. Well, I wasn't looking for pricing. So pricing was not the primary consideration. All right. My primary consideration was is that I had a specific job that needed to be done, and I needed to make sure they could do it in a timely manner. So all of these little things that go into the decisions that you make. All right. Think about that when you walk into another business that you're using. Why are you there? What attracted you to that particular business? There is literally, I don't know, I could walk down the street here in Squim and there's like 14 different hairdressers. How do you choose which one?
Mm-hmm.
But you choose.
You do.
Right. So, Angie, when you're looking to attract those people, what might be some of the terms that you use? Or I'm gonna interrupt you even before you get started. Right. So, when I would do any kind of marketing, all right, I would give my clients a survey. All right. And the first question I would ask in that survey is, what do you like about my services? Right? And so what would happen is that all of a sudden I'm looking at the same phrase over and over again, right? And if that's important to them, and these are the clients I want to attract, then that's the terminology I want to use. So when I would give out surveys, it would be one of the things that I would get was reliability, right? So reliability was a key word, okay? Um, State of the art, love the mobile grooming van, all right? Um, they mentioned senior pets. Not a single person mentioned anything about pricing, right? Not a one, right? So if you're not sure, do a survey for the clients that you like and wish to attract more, and find out what it is that they like about their business, your business, and listen to the answers. Angie.
Well, I took that class, so I've done that. I took Mary's class and I was like, oh, I need to do that. So I did that. And when we had not even opened the salon yet. And so that was one of the things, is that every time somebody came in, they got the survey for like the first year. And then we couldn't take any more at all. Stop. Enough with the people. But it was happy. Their dogs were happy. Their cats were happy. They were relaxed. They had fun. It was a wonderful experience. And these are the things. And I want to come here. We kept seeing that. I want to come here for a spa day. This is amazing. It's wonderful. It's, and it was just the same things over and over. Happy, relaxed. And I can't believe they use heated towels. So these are all, little things. And Mary seen my towel warmers and she was just
All of
like,
those things are awesome. All right. I want towel warmer here in my own house. But you know what? Sometimes it is very specific about the facility that you have. Okay. So like for Angie, it was the towel warmers. For me as a mobile, I mean, it was, and I didn't even think it was all that state of the art, but they most certainly thought it was state of the art mobile grooming van. Right.
and educated is another one that keeps coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that I got was smells clean.
Yes, that was another one I had too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually a spa. It's actually a spa. So their interpretation of what a spa should be, it hit those markers. So
So what I would do is that, for like a little exercise, and I know we're in the middle of Christmas and you're like, but I've got too many clients. I can't do this right now. After the holidays, sit down and look at your clients that you really, really like. All right. What is it about them that makes them good clients for you? Right. And how are you going to attract more of those people? Because you know what? We can't groom all the pets. We can't. So it makes our lives happier when we can groom the pets we want to pet. We want to groom, right? I don't
on
want.
that note, we asked the clients we didn't like as well. And then certain words kept popping up and we avoided all of those.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
We like everybody, and we had 2 folders: clients we like, clients we don't. And we made sure to, and Angie collated all this. And we had 2 Word documents of all the different things that kept popping up, and we avoided all of the ones for clients we didn't want. And then we got rid of the clients that we didn't want. And
Yeah, you know what? Life is short.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay? All right. So I had a thought in my head and went, whoosh,
sorry.
all Angie's fault.
Yeah.
So anyway, so where were we? About attracting. All right. So your homework assignments. Okay. start, putting down what it is that you like about them. And those clients that you like, simply ask them. People like to feel that their opinion matters and is valued. Right? So asking them, so my survey had a couple questions on it. The first one was, what did they like about my services? And the reason I asked that question first is it changes the tone of the survey. If you start off with what it is you don't like, you're starting that survey off to having people think negatively. So you want to start off on a positive note. What do they like about my services? All right. And then I ask what they don't like about it. All right. So again, there's people that I really want to keep up. I want to know why they're unhappy, or what do they think I could do better. Okay. And it leads to other things. I mean, the reason why that I even bring a dog to the first aid classes, at least up until recently, was because somebody put on a survey, this class would be so much better if you had a dog in it, a live dog. And then Ricky started coming to the classes with us. Right. But anyway, it's finding out, and sometimes finding out what they don't like is really so easily fixed. All right. Mm-hmm. The Malamute, whose owner wondered if I could just shave the butt. And I'm like, hold on a second. Zip, 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 zip. You mean like this? Oh my God, that is so perfect. Can you do that? Yeah, that just saved me 45 minutes of grooming your dog right there. I literally have had people go, I wish he could get groomed more often. And I'm like, we can fix that too.
Right. Right.
Yeah, let's change that. So don't be afraid to ask clients what it is that they don't like about your services, because a lot of times, again, it's that whole, they want to be heard, that their opinion matters and is valued, and that you're going to do something about it.
Well, and the other thing with doing the surveys, if someone's just starting out and you don't really have an identity yet because you feel like you have to accommodate everyone and take everyone in, it's really cool because I did that close to the beginning, like maybe a year or two after I opened, and I didn't really have a big direction at that time. And it was really cool to see everyone's opinions and find that correlation too, and sort of find my path a little bit. And it helped me out a lot doing that, asking all those questions. So even for startup, if you don't know where you're going, it's a great way to see what clients think of you and why they're coming there and stuff.
Yeah, it can help you define where it is you want to go. Because again, You know what? Whittling it down to a core group that is paying for your services, all right? That whole work smarter, not harder, okay? So that you're not killing yourself grooming. Right. I mean, you take, like with Angie and Denise, I'm pretty much assuming it's probably similar for you. The holiday season isn't extraordinarily more busy for you.
No.
It's like January. It's the same. Yep. Every month is the same. It's the same level of busy. It's just
I usually grow more in January than I do any other month. So, and mainly because places close and stuff. So we get an influx and I hire people. But yeah, I mean, it's the same across the board.
Right, and that's a much better place to be in, rather than making yourself insane during the holidays and not enjoying the holidays, and then having your income fluctuate so greatly throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. No, mine is the same, like right across the board. There is no slow time. Like, you see in the groups where they say, oh, it's so slow right now.
I can't remember whose seminar I went to, but I know that one of the things was saying if you do it properly, you should only feel like $1,000 influx each month if you're going to have some sort of like, back to school, and it may drop a little bit with no shows or last minute cancellations, but like about $1,000, and you can compensate for all of that as well.
That depends on the size of your shop too.
It does. Yes, it does. So, that was, and like I said, that was a few years ago, but just influxing a small amount, or depending on how big your business is. But yeah.
But that was also why I liked my clients being so flexible. And I can't hear Denise.
You can't hear me?
Yeah,
I can
you
hear
cut out. Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe it's me. All right. Well, anyway, where was I?
Flexible. Clients being flexible.
Clients being flexible allowed for that. You know what? If somebody, again, well trained, all right, or very respectful of policies and procedures of my business, okay, but being able to move around. I mean, as mobile, that's a little bit different. There were people that I knew had to code to their garage. Even if that check wasn't ready for me, I could always pick it up another time. But I could say, hey, listen, your appointment's on Saturday, but I ain't gonna be at your house on Saturday. I'm gonna be there on Tuesday because I gotta move someone else to Saturday. And they're like, whatever. All right. But knowing who those people are that in a moment's notice I can change their appointment. All right.
We did.
Go ahead.
Um, in October, November, and December, we have our clients fill out a customer preference form. So we know when to schedule them for the next year. What's your preferred day? What's your preferred time for all of your pets? So that way we can schedule them for the year. And is there anything we could be doing to improve our services? And it starts with, what do you like best about our salon? And the last one is, what can we be doing to improve? So every year, at the end of the year, we ask. And that's not for advertising, because I can't take any more anythings. But I want to know, because I want to do better.
Okay.
And
All right.
so far, the only answer I've gotten is clone yourself. I've gotten 18 of those. So if anybody can hook me up, let me know.
Okay. I don't know. Did you see the movie with Michael Keaton? And I'm drawing a blank on the name of the movie, but he cloned you.
Yes. Yes, I would love that. I would get so much stuff done.
Yeah, but things didn't necessarily work out really well for him.
No, it all kind of went to pot, but at
Yeah.
first it was great.
All right. Multiplicity. Thank you. So Colette makes a point that, you know what, having a good relationship that's mutually flexible. And for me, that was really important, that because there were times in the beginning when I first went mobile, I was caring for my father. And then afterwards, my husband was having chronic medical conditions that needed to be taken care of. And you know what, trying to set up doctor's appointments can be a little bit difficult, trying to get anything in advance. All right. So I needed flexibility. And so most of my clients were so very flexible. There was one time I missed, my husband ended up in the hospital. He was there for like a month. And I missed a 4-weeker appointment for Thanksgiving. Totally didn't schedule it. I didn't realize it Christmas. So now this Schnauzer, instead of being at a 4-week appointment, went to an 8-week appointment. He was thrilled because he was not a fan of being groomed. But I get there and I'm like, I couldn't believe that I had forgotten their appointment. And they're like, we figured something was up because you never forget appointments. And we didn't want to bother you in the case that something. And you know what? Again, that's that whole, you know what? Oh my God, I can't believe she didn't forget. She forgot my appointment. And that's a different mindset. And that's a different type of client.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And one of the things we really want to dive into, and I think maybe Denise, we save it for next week because it's a topic unto itself, is how do you brand your business itself within it? I guess what I'm trying to say, within itself.
I do internal and external. So
Okay.
external branding for the public and internal branding for behind the scenes. That's how I like to explain it.
Okay. So just going on with, all right. I'm not hearing Denise.
What?
And
We
then
can hear her.
Okay, good. Thanks.
yeah, I'm watching the mouth going and just go, oh my gosh, she's talking now. I'm talking over her, but I can't hear her.
I got it. It's cool. They can hear me, I think.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
All right. So, but the other part, I guess, of the external branding has to do with, like the feel of the business. All right. And the feel of the business is, how it looks. It's how you choose colors, your logos, right? They all have a very, very specific feelings to them. And a logo that might work for one person is not going to work for another person, meaning the style of it. All right. So if you looked at my logos, and I know if you look at Angie's, they are two totally different logos. They're not even the same category. All right. So the colors that you choose, again, is going to appeal to someone. The logo itself is going to appeal to somebody. So make sure when I had my logos designed, because that's not what I do. I am not a graphic designer. Right? I hired somebody, told them this is what I was looking for. This is what I want. Can you do that? And they would come back with this image, and it'd be like, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That's awesome. Thank you. Well, you've all seen on Facebook some of my attempts at a logo. And after you're all finished laughing, all right, they're like, go hire someone. Like, all right, go hire someone. It's not working. All right. Before we wrap this up, and again, next Tuesday, we're going to go on internal branding. I'm going to just turn it right over to Denise because that is her.
I love it.
But while we're still here, if anyone's got any questions, how are you guys doing? You guys are going like getting massages and stuff, right?
Yes.
I know Denise did hot yoga, which
Yeah, that's
today.
I'm
Yeah,
nice
I know. Ew.
The idea of a massage would literally be like that. You couldn't, if you stabbed me, I would be better with that than someone else touching.
See, I need to have a massage to function every day. So I have to go like every other week to get rid of tension headaches and to not be like hunched and shoulders and to function. So mine are like relaxation massages. Mine are therapeutic. I get beat up and I can function for another 2 weeks. So so that's my massage, but it keeps me going. So
we actually had a woman call that wanted to trade. Yeah, you probably do need a wall.
Trying to not groom as much. That's not the point.
So we had a woman call, and she was a massage therapist, and she said, I would love to trade massage for grooming. And I was like, I am not the person to talk to. Hold on, let me get you someone else. And she's like, why, do you already have a massage therapist? And I'm like, I don't know. And I don't mean to insult you. It's just the idea of a massage literally sounds terrible to me. So I'm sorry. I please don't be insulted. That sounds like hell. Hang on. I gave her to Christy. I'm like, here. No.
Oh, I don't know. I love my massage.
Oh, no, the very idea is making me squirm.
However, I will sometimes draw the line on a therapeutic massage. It depends on why I'm getting massage. If I actually want to feel good, it's not a therapeutic massage.
True. It's a relaxation massage.
That's a relaxation massage. Mm-hmm. If my body is really hurting and if I don't do a therapeutic massage, I'm just not, it might hurt for a couple of days, but I know in the long run that's better. And I've had massage therapists go, "Are you sure you want a therapeutic massage?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Cupping's great. I see Colette on there. Cupping's great. Don't be terrified. I mean, it hurts a little. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's great. It releases stuff. So, have you ever had cupping done, Mary?
No, I have not.
Yeah, that one's another fun one. When it's really bad, that helps out a lot. My acupuncturist will do that too.
The look on Angie's face.
I'm okay with people I know touching me. But the idea of someone I don't know,
Not happening.
no, yeah, it's giving me the willies. No, no, hard pass.
Okay. All right. So we will be back. We'll see everybody next week. Don't kill yourselves at work, please. All right. With part 2 of branding. And maybe we'll take a break after that. That'll be the Tuesday after Christmas.
I won't be here anyways. I'll be in Jamaica. That's our Christmas present is Jamaica. So we're going to Jamaica.
Awesome.
We're gonna live in a mountain with it's an Airbnb in the mountain, and the neighbor will make Jamaican food. So we'll see how this goes. I know, right? It's like right above a restaurant and stuff. So we'll see.
Sounds awesome.
I know, right?
You know that I'm on board for.
There we go.
All right. Good night, everybody. We will see everybody next week. Take it easy. The only thing I miss about grooming this time of year is just simply my Christmas tips. That's it. I don't miss
The cookies.
Cookies.
the cookies. The cookies I miss.
The cookies. I have so many wonderful bakers. I'm probably going to gain 15 pounds. Oh my goodness. So many good cookies. It's so
All right.
good.
Good night.
Good
Good night.